And welcome back to Tight Sports. Folks, we got so many things happening this spring, training, season, the interviews, but here on Tight Sports, I want to kind of go deeper. I want to go deeper before I just show you a player interview. Let's talk about the player for a minute. Where do they come from? Who are they? And, and it's a learning thing for me. I'm not a recruiting expert by any stretch of the imagination. And based on the outcome of probably 80% of the teams in Division I and all of college football, really, neither are they. They ain't won nothing, but neither have I. So I got some water here. I got coffee. I just got out of my little home gym thing. I just wanted to get in here and start just knocking this stuff out to go deeper on these players. Pause.
What are you talking about?
That will provide us so much excitement going into the 2025 season. So, like I said, before we get into that, just want to remind you, please subscribe to the channel, poke that like button right in the eye. Let the algorithm know that we're doing some things over here. And remember that on Mondays, we have Around the Herd, where I talk about everything going on in Alabama athletics at 7:30 every Monday. And be sure to subscribe too, so you can catch me hook up with my homeboy, DC, who is an Auburn fan for some reason or another. God bless him anyway. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Where we go at it on all kind of topics on Iron Bowl Debate Wednesday at 6, unless something happens. So Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I will be on those 2 live programs every week. You don't want to miss it. You never know where I'm going sometimes, and to be honest, neither do I. So let's look at these players and see if we can learn ourselves something. Next up is Geno Vandemark, the standout offensive lineman from St. Joseph Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey. They didn't have I couldn't find any broken down film on Josh, which kind of alarms me because I think he came to Alabama as a junior or something. I saw some high school things. He was ranked nationally as a top 25 offensive tackle in the country and a top offensive prospect in New Jersey by major recruiting sites. But you think that somebody was at Michigan State, as long as he was, they would have probably done a highlight reel for him. So I'm just running game for this year, but this is all we got. But I still can talk about, Geno Vandemark. They said Geno he's been praised for having a strong frame. I heard one of the high school guys, they call him a real road grader, which is good. We need all that. I think right now he's practicing on the left and right side of the center at both guard positions. They say he has versatility and athleticism come out of high school, which made him a promising prospect for many college programs. At the University of Michigan State, he was redshirted his freshman year. The next two seasons, he played 18 games, including 8 starts at right guard. And despite facing challenges and some undisclosed injuries, they say he did show a lot of resilience and adaptability. Maybe that's why we don't have a lot of game for, because he didn't play. He was injured or hampered. He didn't make a big buzz, but now hopefully he's matured into his frame. During his performance, he played 284 snaps as a sophomore and 215 offensive snaps in his first season of action there, I guess as a redshirt freshman. In 2024, he transferred to the University of Alabama. Yeah. Well, he did give us some depth, and he added some versatility there. He played in all the games. I don't know if people realize that. 2024, he played in all the games, rotating between left and right guard, like I just said. And he earned high grades for his performance. We had injuries, so he had to step in at times. And, he got that ability to play that interior line position has been valuable. And I think he's also gotten some snaps at center. You just never know when the injury bug's going to come up and just bite you in the yin-yang. During the spring, he's continued to refine his skills and his role as a versatile offensive lineman. Like I say, switching between the right and the left side. Hopefully Jaden Roberts could get one and he'll get the other ones. I think Jaden is more of a right guard, because Jaden and he's always been monstrous on the football field. So we just hope he keeps on developing and adds to the team's success. He has emphasized his lateral movement and hand placement and pass protection. Like I said, coming out of school, high school, and probably at Michigan State, they more emphasized on the run a lot, especially in high school. But now they're saying he's been working right there to become a better all-around player. So he has shown some leadership qualities out there as well, becoming more vocal and trying to build that team chemistry, which is going to be crucial. That's how we're going to win more games. That's how we're going to create scenes at crunch times when I can look another man in the eye and say, hey, it's time to go. It's time to do it. You know, womp, womp, get off the track. So let's see. What else are they saying about him out there? He has a dedication to growth and ability to compete with the defense. So he's a key contributor. At very least, when they running, when they're running scout team, he's either going to be on the first string or he's going to be with the scout team each and every time as a number 2, trying to get our defense ready to go. But I think he's going to end up probably being our left guard starter. But I will tell you that the young guys coming out there, they are all making noise. And I'm talking about freshmen like Michael Carroll, who comes to us from somewhere out of Florida, the IMG Academy. They say the boy is nasty. So we getting some depth at that line, but I think Geno will lock down. Geno will lock down this crucial role for us. Because going to the left side, he will be replacing Tyler Booker, who is going to the first 1 or 2 day draft pick with the NFL. Those are big shoes to fill. And I think if Jaden gets to play on the right side, because I think you just give Jaden what Jaden wants. So there's a possibility a freshman could come in there and bond with Proctor and shut down, and really lock down that left side. But I think Geno, this is really his last shot, to be honest, to, break into that starting lineup, and who knows what can happen after that. But I look forward to seeing it. And right now, I guess we'll let Geno give you his thoughts on how spring training is going.
Well, how's it different this year compared to last
year? I'm definitely more comfortable here transferring, especially I didn't get a spring ball. I didn't get a winter conditioning with these guys fourth quarter, so I didn't get to do any of that with them. Just time, building relationships. That's what I'd say the main thing is. It's different.
Who's been kind of standing out to you on the offensive line from a newcomer's perspective? Freshman and transfer. Really helps.
Sure. I think Dude's done a great job coming in, learning. He's been in the film room all the time. He's a good player. Freshman-wise, they're all freshmen. They got a long way to go. But I really like the mindset of those guys. They're really hungry to learn, and I appreciate the work they're putting in.
How difficult is the cross training? You're doing a little bit of center, a little bit of guard at the same time.
I don't find it too hard, just because I've done it since I was a freshman. That was one of the first things Cap had me do when I first got to Michigan State. So, I've been doing it for a while. I've been snapping most days since then, so I don't have an issue going left or right or center.
Was that the number one reason to come here? It was Cap, and what's your relationship like with him?
Yeah, when I hit the portal and Cap reached out, I was fired up, obviously, to play for my guy again, because I love Coach Cap. And also come to a place like this, tremendous honor to be lucky enough to have that privilege to wear this script day and represent what this place is about. So yeah, those are the two main things for me coming here.
What makes Cap such a good coach to play for again?
I think the way he coaches, he's easy to understand what he's trying to tell you. He'll make it pretty clear sometimes. But also I think it's just who he is as a guy. He's a great guy. I just call him sometimes, not talk about football, just kind of BSing some, and he's just a good dude.
And he's a big juice guy, too.
Oh, yeah, he's got some energy.
Obviously, Booker was kind of the big juice guy last year. So how do you fill that void now?
I think it's just a collective effort. I think we've been doing a good job. It could be better from all of us, having new voices emerge in the leadership realm of our group. But, J-Rob always just hits the smelling salts and gives a pretty good scream. That gets everybody going.
Okay.
What's this group like this year? You guys played good, last year. Book leaves, but it seems like you guys have a pretty solid group this year as far as knowing what each other likes to do and what each other can do.
No doubt. I think we have a lot of potential as a group. It's just up to us to put the work in now and really grind, refine, and compete with not each other but the defense, and just be the best we can be every day and just have a growth mindset.
What have you seen out of camp?
He's a big dude, powerful guy, good hands. He's a good. I just like being around him. He's a good dude. Good addition to the room.
Does he bring kind of a veteran energy? I know there's a lot of like new guys or inexperienced guys. Does he bring like a level of veteran energy?
For sure. He's a guy with a ton of SEC experience. He's an older guy, one of the older guys in the room. We're not the oldest room in the country. We were pretty young last year, but we're older now. But he's just another fourth, fifth year guy like we have. We had one guy on the offensive line last year that was. I don't think we had a fifth year actually. So now we have a few fourth years, a couple. It's me and J-Rob, Graham Roten at the fifth year. So I mean, it's a good veteran addition for sure.
There are a few of the young guys that have kind of taken a step up this spring.
Yeah, Will Sanders made some really good improvements, I'd say. I think Mal Waldrop's doing some good stuff in the pass pro world for sure. He's probably going to be an interior guy, but he's playing left tackle right now. I probably couldn't do that. So he's looking good.
Sorry, you're a Jersey guy. Jihad was last year, Keon Savage. What is Jersey football all about? I know the SEC is not usually associated with Jersey, but what's it all about?
In the teeth, smash mouth football in North Jersey. Just gritty guys trying to play some tough-nosed football.
And that translates to the SEC in your mind?
I think it translates to any football conference you're going to be in. So, I mean, physicality's always got to be a part of the game. So, I mean, that's big. Preached at my school, at least, and I know it's preached in the same league, or the same schools in my league.
Speaking of Jersey, I mean, the basketball team's up there. Just first of all, do you have a lunch recommendation or dinner recommendation for you? And then also just indulge me here. If you had to build a starting five of the football players for basketball, who would it be?
No idea. I have no idea who even played basketball. Lunch recommendations, I don't know too much, like Newark, that's where they're playing, I think. So honestly, I don't really know any places in Newark. I can get back to you on that if you want to DM me or something. I can ask some people. But starting five, I'm just going to go all O-linemen. Give me KP, Wilk, Olas. I don't think did they have basketball in Finland? I don't know.
Get all the rebounds.
I'm going to go Billy Roby. He'll be my distributor, point guard, field floor general. What do I need, one more? Throw Ty Simpson in there.
On the defensive line, obviously there's some veterans returning, but any guys that you've seen from last year to this year that really kind of stepped up?
Yeah, absolutely. Beeman and Edric, they look a lot different. They're playing a lot different, faster, more physical, just better D linemen than they were previously. They're giving us some trouble. They're good players.
What was last year like for you, kind of understanding your role of there would be games where you would come in and second quarter, third? Like, how did you kind of mentally prepare for each game and when you might or might not come in?
Sure, I was just ready for whenever my number was called to do whatever I could to help my team win a football game. I wasn't worried about how many reps I'm getting here, like how am I being, viewed or whatever. I was just trying to do what I can to help this team win football games and be a great offensive line. So that's just how I mentally prepared. It's like, look, I don't know exactly when or how many reps I'm going to get, but if I do, I'm just going to go and play my best for my team.
Did you get to play with Peyton Thorne?
Yes, sir.
How does he compare to Ty Simpson?
I mean, they're just different. They're different dudes. I didn't really play. I only started 2 games with Peyton at quarterback there. But, I mean, honestly, they're just both good dudes. Love both the guys, even though Peyton was at Auburn. But they give him some stuff for that for sure. But, I mean, I don't know how I can really compare them. I think they're both great leaders and good quarterbacks for sure.
About how much practice time do you spend working on backing up Parker at center instead of guard?
Sometimes I'll just do full days at center. Sometimes I'm always snapping every day during CQ. Maybe if I'm mostly a guard, Cap will say, hey, go in at center right here with this group or whatever. So, I mean, it's pretty split. Last season I would alternate every day. Right now it's just been pretty much the same thing, almost.
Is it different?
A lot. I play a lot of center.
Is it different having 3 possible quarterbacks? Do you have to kind of balance like getting reps with each of them in terms of getting that chemistry as a center?
Yeah, no doubt. That's something you definitely have to spend time on. Just getting mostly the biggest thing is with the under center snaps is what we've had to spend the most time doing in terms of there being a difference between the 3 quarterbacks.
What stands out about Keelan so far?
I think he throws a really pretty football. He's going about it the right way. He's a young guy with confidence, yes, but not arrogance. And I think he's doing some really good things.
You mentioned Ty a little bit. Like, what has stood out about him, like this spring?
Sure. I mean, I think all three guys are doing great right now. Sorry, my Invisalign is so dry right now. I think all 3 guys are doing a great job right now. Yeah. But, I mean, for Ty, I just think it's his veteran aspect that he is kind of like, he's relaxed out there. So is Mac, too. You can just tell it's not really getting to him in terms of, like, getting all nervous or anything. And I like all three guys, man. They're all really good people, and I look forward to just being with them.
Is there a difference where, obviously Jalen Monroe, much more of a runner than any of these guys, like in terms of an offensive line approach, whether it's more integration of play action passes and more, like, is there a difference in terms of your approach as an offensive lineman depending on who's behind that?
For me personally, no. I'm just trying to block the 330-pound guy that's trying to run through my face.
Yeah.
and hope he's good. But I mean, that's kind of like a coach. I'd say you probably ask a coach that question.
Yeah.
I haven't played enough football, studied enough to like really give you a good answer if I was running things.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Is there a certain area that you want to improve on going into this next season?
Yeah, definitely. I want to be better with my lateral movement and then just refitting hands and pass pro. I just want to be an all-around better player, but those two things specifically.
Do you wear gloves in games? I forget.
I did, and then the Western Kentucky game, it was like the second or third snap. Parker's helmet comes off, and I had a glove on, and the only thing I could think of was, I don't snap with a glove. I don't snap with a glove. I don't snap with a glove. And I was like taped over my hand. I was like, please don't sail this. It's the only thing going through my head.
You got the old school look. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Taped up hands.
tape this one and then finger tape on this one.
Was